I'm Ron Marshalsea, and this is your Sports Update. The girls' basketball team is now 5-1 on the season with wins over Walpole 57-39, Dedham 51-24, and Holliston 41-33. Captain Ava Murad was a key part in each win, and NCM commentators Shane Delamere and Owen Descharnay talked with her after Norwood's win over Walpole.
Hey, how's it going? Great game today.
Thank you. How are you?
Good.
Doing good.
Yeah.
Great job today, Ava. You know, it's always good getting a win over your crosstown rival.
Yes,
What do you think you guys did really well today to get this win?
Our biggest thing was moving off of the ball and really just looking for each other in the post. I mean, Ellen, our freshman, shout out to her. She played amazing. So I think that was the biggest thing for us today.
Yeah, and just looking at the roster here, only 2 seniors, you being one of them. What's it like being an older presence on such a young team?
I think it's awesome. I get the opportunity to be a leader, and me and Ava really push each other to really highlight communication on the court. That's the biggest thing. If we're always talking, then we're most likely going to come out with a win.
Yeah.
All right. Well, great job today.
Thank
Go
you.
enjoy
Yeah,
your
great
win
game.
and
Thank
enjoy your
you.
break.
Yeah,
Merry
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Ava and freshman Nikayla Pinnock were huge for the Mustangs against Dedham. Against Holliston, the game ball went to Ari Blake, and Bella Corres provided Norwood with a huge spark on defense. NCM also covered their matchup with Holliston, and while they did start slow, the Mustangs started to run away with it with 6 minutes left in the game. Coach Kristen McDonald talked with Joe Panola and Sophie Brogadier about the win after the game.
Coach Kristen McDonald will join us here after a really impressive comeback. Congratulations, Coach.
Thanks. We'll definitely take that one and run really fast away.
So we were waiting after the half to see you all come out. Sophie and I were kind of wondering up here what you were kind of telling the team about. I guess you put your Vince Lombardi hat on, but whatever you said really seemed to motivate the team there.
Yeah, I think we just had to play our game a little bit more, and probably my fault. I had us a little too strategized, I think, instead of just going out and making them kind of play to us. We were trying to do too much, almost number 5 right away, and I think it took us out of our own heads. So we got back to what we're good at, which is defense and making them play fast and pressing and all that good stuff.
Going off of that, I saw you had the whiteboard during the timeouts and in the huddle. How were you adjusting throughout the game?
A lot of meditation, a lot of deep breaths. No, that was it. Overall, I love that we found a way to win. It was really sloppy, and obviously there's a lot we have to clean up, but we got to get back to some of the fundamental things, and I think maybe I'm in their head a little bit too much too. They just got to play and do what they've done since they've been really young, and they're really good at it. So we'll get back there.
The boys basketball team now sits at 6-1 on the year after taking down Walpole 51-38, just getting the win in Sharon in a close one 55-53, and beating Dedham and Holliston at home 60-27 and 50-37. The Mustangs had a few big performances from Brian Dearborn against Walpole and Sharon, and Alex Ukimchik, Caden Sheehan, and Sam Larkey helped lead the way in the massive win over the Timberwolves. Walpole showed up on Christmas Eve with a horde of fans who were loud until the Mustangs went on a 16-1 run to end the first half. Norwood didn't let up, played phenomenal defense, and walked away with the 51-38 win. The Mustangs play back-to-back days, Friday at Bellingham at 7, and they face Dedham again, this time at TD Garden, this Saturday the 11th at 2:30. NCM will not be going live with the game, but we will be there recording for future broadcast. The girls hockey team are now 2-5 after tough losses to Westwood, Natick, Walpole, and Medfield, but getting the win over Ashland 3-0 last Saturday. Their next game is this Saturday, the 11th at 4:10 against Westwood at the Canton Ice House. The boys hockey team sit at 4-1 now after getting a huge win over Westwood 8-4, losing to Walpole and beating Hopkinton 3-2. In the 8-4 win over the Wolverines, goals were scored by TJ Martin, Jacob Sheehan, Owen McDougall, Mike Grenham, and 2 apiece by Ryan Valeri and Sviat Antipkin. Rocco Ferrioli, Braden Lee, and TJ Martin were the 3 goal scorers against Hopkinton. And that win against the Hillers also marked Coach Allen's 100th career win as the boys hockey coach. Congratulations, Coach Allen. The wrestling team took down Sharon 43-36 and Quincy 48-29, but lost to Hopkinton and Ashland to land at 3-2 so far on the season. Their next 2 home matchups will be against Bellingham on the 15th at 7 o'clock and versus Holliston on the 22nd, also at 7 o'clock. The Holliston meet will be live on the NCM Community Channel with former NHS Athletic Director Brian McDonough and former NHS wrestler Mike McDonough on commentary. The swim and dive team lost to Ashland this past Wednesday, but NCM was there to capture the action with Mark Hoover and Sarah Sullivan behind the mics. One of the differences covering a swim meet from other NHS sports is our ability to talk to the swimmers while the meet is still going on. Here's commentator Sarah Sullivan from the pool.
We're going to do a quick interview because he's finishing up his IM all by himself. God bless him. Can you tell me who you are?
I'm Maddie Sopel.
I'm Sydney Cochran. Oh, and I'm Samantha Lee.
And you're Samantha Lee. You just had a great swim in the pool.
Thank you.
Nice finish.
Okay, thank you.
What keeps you motivated during a race like that where you were ahead for the first 2 strokes and then breaststroke a little bit behind, but then you knew you were close on the turn? So what?
I probably just think about how much I want to win and how much I want to make space in that event.
How close are you?
I actually have no idea.
Oh, okay, so that's okay. That's good.
I think I'm really close though.
Okay. So, and Sydney, you've had a couple swims today because I've said your name. You had a great swim in the 200
Thank
free.
you.
So, how'd you feel about it today?
I added a little bit of time, but hopefully
That happens,
we'll do a little
right?
better on the next one.
Right. But sometimes that happens in
Yep.
swim. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So, and you had a good. And you also were you in the medley relay?
Yes.
Or, yeah. So you
I
got
swam the butterfly.
You swam the butterfly in the medley relay. So cut yourself some slack. So, and Maddie, what are you swimming today?
I swim the 200, and then I'll be in the 200 free relay, the 100 breaststroke, and the 400 relay.
You've had a good day.
Yeah, I'm a little out of breath.
Well, that was a nice swim in the 50 free. We were talking to other
Thank
people
you.
while you were swimming.
Oh, yes.
But I was catching. We were
Okay.
following you in the pool.
Perfect.
So, Bridget's younger sister tried to upstand.
Oh, she tried to follow in our footsteps.
So, diving.
Yes.
Big degrees of difficulty today.
Yeah.
You had a great day,
Thank you.
and you have exciting news. What are you doing next year for you?
I'm going to Bryant for diving.
You've signed to
Yes.
a Division I
Yep.
school. The Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs.
See, I did my work today.
I'm very excited, yes.
What is your favorite part of swimming this year?
My favorite part of swimming is the team, as always. Bridget and I have done this all 4 years together. We're the only people on the team to have done it for all 4 years, so I think that's really special that I get to do it with her, and she's still by my side with all of this.
That's fantastic. Bridget, what are your goals for the team this year?
My goals for the team is on Friday. We have the Nor Cup where we swim co-ed against Norwell, and we haven't lost it all my years of being in high school. So my goal is we have to win the Nor Cup.
The gymnastics team hosted Norton had a great meet which saw them score a 119. Caitlin Hamway was the genie of the meet, competing in all 4 events against the Lancers. Their next meet is this Saturday, the 11th, at Medway at 4:15. The girls track team lost to Westwood but took down Dedham 56-38. Natalie Martin, Kieran Gorman, and Shaylin Coyle swept the mile, with Natalie and Kieran also coming in first and second in the 2 mile. Catherine Cronin came in first in the 600, Abby Fortier and Kieran Gorman went first and second in the high jump, and Mariella Abi Elias got first and Sam Sullivan got second in the shot put. And the girls finished the day with a first place 4x400 ran by Catherine Cronin, Bridget Conley, Emma Flanagan, and Sylvia Caparata. The boys track team lost to Westwood and Dedham on December 23rd and January 3rd respectively, but at their Dedham meet, Mike Dujour qualified for D3s in the 300. Both track teams will be at Holliston on January 24th at 4 o'clock. And that is all I have for this sports update. I'm Ron Marshalsea.